How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today I'm once again joined by Songbird.
Hello.
And today we are checking out Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child, in parentheses, Slight Return. Somebody's going to have to explain that to me because I'm not 100% sure what the significance of Voodoo Child and Voodoo Child Slight Return is. But this performance is in 1969 in Stockholm, Sweden. The other members that are performing here are Mitch Mitchell on drums and Noel Redding on bass. So have you ever heard of Jimi Hendrix? Do you know anything about him?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I grew up on like classic rock and all that kind of stuff, so I've heard lots of Jimi Hendrix, but I've not listened to a lot of like the live performances. So this will be fun.
So I have heard this song before, but not
Mhm.
14 minutes of it before. So
Right.
I'm sure it's going to be incredible. It is Jimi Hendrix after all.
Exactly. I'm so ready.
I am too. So I say we go ahead and get to it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child, Slight Return. Here we go.
With starting with the tuning.
It does help.
It really does.
We had a request to do a thing called All Along the Watchtower, but I forgot the words. So we won't do that one. We never played that before in person anyway. We only recorded it because we liked it. But
I didn't know that.
I really am sorry. I'll tell you what we'll do though. We'll play Voodoo Child Slight Return for you, okay?
The Outsiders, isn't it? For a friend of ours called The Outsiders, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Oh, we have to play good for them. Yeah, right. Okay, it's, who was it? Voodoo Child? Yeah, Voodoo Child.
Yeah.
Well, I'll stand up next to a mountain. I'll chop it down with the edge of my hand. Well, I'll stand up next to a mountain. I'll chop it down with the edge of my hand. I'll pick up all the pieces and make an island. But if it rains a little sand, 'cause I was voodoo child in town. Lord knows I'm a voodoo child, baby.
crap.
just like just it's one of those things where like I don't listen to Jimi Hendrix often,
Mhm.
and every time that I do, I'm like, oh yeah, like no wonder. God, he's so good,
He
and
is.
just like so, it's just so natural for him. It's
Mhm.
just so like there's no effort. He's just grooving and like just having fun, and it just oh God, he's so good.
I don't always listen to Jimi Hendrix, but when I do, I
Go
prefer
and
Jimi
take.
Hendrix.
So
That's
real.
the only thing I was thinking of when you started with that. I was like, got it. I mean, it's just like this just feels like a jam session to him. Like he's
Mhm.
just vibing out. Obviously, he's just unbelievably amazing, but the bass line of this song I've never really listened to, and
Yeah.
it hits really hard.
And I think it's really interesting too, because you can watch the bass player watching Jimmy very intently,
Hmm.
making sure that, because he's kind of staying a lot more steady on what he's doing, and Jimmy's kind of like playing and dancing and doing all of this stuff on the I mean, and I'm sure the bass player is too, but like Jimmy's more so doing it. So the bass player is really watching Jimmy to see where he's gonna take them next. And I love seeing that kind of like attention and communication between bandmates on stage. I think it's a fun thing to pick up on and to watch for because it's a fun thing to experience too.
Yeah, and it's similar to Stevie Ray Vaughan, where his band, like, they watched him intently and they kind of just let him do what he was going to do. They kept a steady beat going, and that's
Yep.
kind of what they're doing here too.
Mm.
But, here, this is just it's such an intense song, just like how Jimmy's going off. Like, it's
Yeah.
incredible. I always forget to mention this, and I'm going to mention it now. His guitar's upside down. Like, you see the tuning pegs are on the bottom. So
Hmm.
he played the guitar differently than most guitarists. There's only
Yep.
a handful that play it this way. At the very beginning, I don't know how much we're cutting out because there was about a minute and a half of getting set up and tuning the
Hmm.
guitar and everything. But he was talking about how they were going to play All Along the Watchtower and how they
Hmm.
don't really play that song live, and he forgot the words to it.
Right, which that's so funny to me.
It's honest, at least. Like, I was
It
like, you
is.
know what? At least he's honest about it. That's okay. I appreciate the honesty. It's also just awesome listening to Jimmy talk.
Right. I was gonna say, like, it's so cool to like, because everything that you hear about Jimi Hendrix is like, oh, he's this incredible, and he is an incredible guitar player, and he's like this legend and whatever. And so it's really humanizing in a good way to hear him get up there and he's just tuning his guitar, and then he's like, yeah, we were gonna play this, but I forgot the words. Like it's like just you connect with this person immediately, like, oh, I've done that too. Like that's
Yeah,
so it's just nice to connect with it on a human level with Jimi Hendrix, right? Great.
exactly. And so I've been told that he is like not somebody that likes to sing necessarily. You can see him kind of backing up from the mic a little bit. There was a portion of the song where his back was turned to the audience. I think I was told he has a bit of stage fright. I can't remember.
Gotcha.
And like that is like a coping mechanism to like turn your back to the audience so you can like
Mhm.
and just focus on the music and play. Again, like you were talking about the humanizing aspect where like yeah, a lot of people have stage fright, and it's awesome to see that even guitar legends like Jimi Hendrix go through the same thing. They're people too. So
Right. Exactly. And Nat King Cole was the same way. He didn't want to sing, he wanted to play piano, and he was an
Mhm.
incredible pianist and an incredible singer, but he just didn't think he sounded good singing. He just didn't want to sing. And it's so funny when you hear these people that we're like, "Oh my God, they're so good." And it's like there are things about them that they didn't care for, or they, have anxieties too. Like it's again that really humanizing connection. And also like all of us are better than we think that we are, because if Jimi Hendrix is afraid of singing or doesn't want to sing, and Nat King Cole doesn't want to sing, like we're all doing fine. We're all
Yeah.
doing fine.
And another thing, I mean, we're almost 6 minutes into this. It definitely doesn't feel like that at all.
At all. No.
Obviously, we're both enjoying this, and I think we need to check out more. I said we go ahead and get back to it if you're ready.
Let's do it.
All right, so here we go.
I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. I'll go right back to you one of these days. I didn't mean to see you no more in this world. I'm gonna try the next one. Don't be there. Don't be there. I'm a little child.
Right. Dang. Wow.
I'm just at a loss for words on this one.
Right? God, oh my gosh. It's do you think okay, like do you think he knew how good he is? Like do you think he understood?
I mean,
Oh,
maybe, you know, I think at a certain point, he's just playing. To him, he's just playing.
mhm.
But to everybody else, it's like guitar god, you know, it's just,
Right. Yeah.
it's one of those tracks, like it's a blues rock. It also has like that hint of psychedelic rock in it, and
Oh yeah.
especially with this performance where like we got a bass solo and a drum solo. Both were unbelievably fantastic.
Yeah.
It was just a way to just vibe. Watching Mitch play the drums,
Dude,
like
yeah.
he beat those things like they owed him money.
You're not wrong.
Obviously, Jimi Hendrix is like the main act here, but it's great that he's not somebody that hogs the spotlight. He shares it equally with everybody, and I think that is a fantastic like musician like aspect right there.
Absolutely, because like music is the sum of the parts, right? So like it is guitar and bass and drums, and like while the guitar can make music by itself, a bass and drums can also make music by themselves. I
Mhm.
think it is at its best when it is everything together. And so I think that people that kind of approach music from that everything, we're all doing this together, and it's not like, oh, I'm singing this or I'm playing this, so I'm the best, obviously. Like if they're able to kind of work together with other people, you can make so much more varied and interesting music if you kind of like work and play together, right?
Definitely would not mind checking out more from Jimi Hendrix. If y'all have any suggestions or anything we should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. It tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check out the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All our socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. The release schedule I always drop on the socials a couple days early, so if you would like a sneak peek as to what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. Each request is only $5 and it helps me out a bunch. The link to the video we reacted to is also in there. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment hashtag Voodoo Child. I think that's it for this reaction. Check you out in the next one. Bye, guys.